A mild Monday night. Pamela Asprey is just shy of 20 years old. Her Mona Lisa smile has a twinkle. Her frame is tiny, but those who knew her say she was fearless. On this night, Pamela told her friends she'd be back to the bar in 20 minutes. 20 minutes turned to hours, then days, now decades.
Pamela did enter the vehicle sometime after 9 o'clock p.m. on November 12th, 1984, and Pamela has not been seen or heard of since that particular time.
Truthfully, I think she's dead.
Really? What do you think happened?
I know, I say some maniac or something got her.
The hope is there, like there's something, maybe she's alive.
The story of Pamela Asprey begins in Happy Valley Goose Bay. The third of 6 kids, Pamela left home after her father died in 1981. For years, she hitchhiked her way between Newfoundland, the Maritimes, and Winnipeg. Unafraid, untouchable.
No matter what trouble she was in, she came to me. She hitchhiked from Goose Bay, I don't know how many times.
Pamela Asprey eventually did return to St. John's, the city where she was last seen.
If she was alive, she would be back to me now. That's the only thing that tells me that something's happened to her.
Her roommate advised that Pamela left to walk to the downtown core of St. John's. This lady, as well as other persons that we've interviewed, made us aware that her mode of transportation was primarily hitchhiking. So she would hitchhike from her residence in East End to downtown. In fact, we've identified one of the persons who picked her up that evening, just a short distance from her residence, and dropped her off in the area of Martin's Lounge, downtown St. John's.
Martin's Lounge, Water Street. Today, it's Aaron's Pub. Pamela had a few drinks, then told her friends she'd be right back. Perhaps she was so certain of that, Pamela left this behind: a day planner, a calendar, a debit card. She left Martin's Lounge and walked to the War Memorial on Duckworth Street. Pamela told her friends she was meeting a man unknown to her. He was likely a John. Pamela Asprey was a sex worker. A blue vehicle pulled up. Pamela got inside, and it drove off.
Well, she didn't show up Monday night, she didn't show up Tuesday night, and Wednesday morning, I think 8 o'clock, I called the police.
It wasn't until weeks later that Pamela's disappearance was public. A small paragraph in the Evening Telegram, sandwiched between letters to Santa and Christmas sales.
The girl could have left the province, of course, without telling anybody that she was leaving. She left herself open for various types of activities, and a girl of that nature always causes some concern. And of course, in the back of our minds, there may be foul play suspected.
Her disappearance came after a string of Christmas-time tragedies in St. John's. First, 17-year-old Sharon Drover went missing in 1978. 2 years later, schoolgirl Dana Bradley was found dead. Inuit student Henrietta Millick vanished the following year. Pamela Asprey was next, but police say there is no evidence today to suggest they're connected. Throughout the years, this file has passed through many investigators. Now it's in Inspector Tom Warren's hands.
Since this file has been assigned to me, we've continued to investigate who owned that particular vehicle, looking at people that would have hung out in that area on the night in question, That particular aspect of this investigation is still very active.
It's possible the man in that car killed her, but is it possible to find him 34 years later? It's also possible she was just dropped off. Lots of possibilities. In Pine Glen, New Brunswick, those possibilities are too painful for Alice Lafergie.
No matter what she did, that was fine. I loved her, and my love for her was unconditional. My looking for her is unconditional, and I don't think it'll stop until the day I die.
Every November, Lafergie writes a Facebook post about her missing niece. Maybe someone will see it. Maybe someone knows who did it.
Whoever killed her, I would like them to know that they took someone of value. She wasn't garbage. She was a valuable person in my life and in brothers and sisters' lives. May God have mercy on their soul. I forgive them. That's hard, but I do.